Somebody might have had an idiosyncrasy which may not be part of his spiritual framework. So you imitate that and you don't imitate what he actually does. The great Sufi poet Jalaluddin Rumi, the Sufi saint who founded the order of the whirling dervishes, had a personal idiosyncrasy. What was that? He used to sit inside a hot tub, Turkish bath, after all his practices. So now what has happened, most of the people belonging to that order of Maulanas, Rumis, the whirling dervishes, they can't do anything that he did, but they all sit inside Turkish baths.
Only that part.
So you cannot imitate.
Follow something selectively or conveniently.
Yeah, then you should do it the whole hog, go the whole hog, do it. So that is not a proper reason, We have our own limitations. Act according to our limitations. Don't try to imitate someone who is beyond limitations. We cannot do it.
It is better to submit and surrender.
Yeah.
So you are an educationist as well. If you could throw some light on what are the kind of activities that you do in and around Madanapalli or elsewhere.
In Madanapalli, we have a school, preschool for the poor children of the neighborhood. They are mainly Lambanis, Gypsies, tribals, Dalits who live in a village called Gandhipuram. So they have from class 1 till class 10, state board. We run a school, more than 250 kids are coming. It's a day boarding actually. They get food, they get labs, they get material, they have teachers, they have sports, they have everything, entertainment. They go back in the evening. This is one activity. 12-15 kilometers away in rural areas, we have 2 rural schools which we run, which is totally rural. There are no schools there. Then, apart from that, we have what is called the empowerment program, in which ladies from the neighboring villages come and learn useful trades. This we do jointly with someone called Anita Reddy, who works with the villages. These are some of the activities, but more than that, because these children go to school, the parents also change. In that colony near which my house is, when I first went there, people said don't build a house here because they are dacoits, they are hooch makers. I said you can't put a label on people. I like this, I'm going to stay here. I actually started the school for the kids from there. Now the parents have also changed. It is true that at one time they were dacoits, but they are no more. Once in Madanapalli there was a rumor that some dacoits had come and they were attacking houses. One evening, these people from the village, from these Lambanis, the men, about 5 of them came with big sticks to me in the evening. I said, what do you want? They said, sir, we will sleep here for the next few days because some dacoits are supposed to be attacked. By mistake, I asked them something which made them cry out loudly. I said, are there bigger dacoits than you guys? They started weeping. I felt so bad. They said, sir, do you think we are still like that? We have changed. We want to just sleep here for a few days so that everything is okay. So I sought pardon from them and said, you can sleep here as many days as you want. So if you don't put label, then people change. So we have many other activities going on. We have a boarding school near Tirupati called the People Grow School. But I think the main activity educationally also is to make people think and change from where they stand so that they get opportunities to move out in this world. Our children come from the most uneducated background, especially the Satsang Vidyalaya kids in Madanapalli. We teach them multilingually. So now they can talk Telugu, they can talk English, they can talk they can understand many subjects bilingually, in both languages, which will help them to go and survive. We also have a skill development program in which some of the 10th standard boys are called out, even dropouts are brought and trained in some skill like tally. What are the skills we train them in?
Tally as in accounting package.
Accounting pack, software, internet. We train them and send them out. Vocational training. So I think that is also very important. Apart from that, I hold meditation. We have satsangs, so people come around and listen and try to change.
So there is a clinical precision to whatever you do, beginning with education, then connecting it with the society, then ultimately.
This is why I tell people that people think that if you become spiritual, you become vague. Not true. If you become spiritual, you become precision. You want to do things properly in an orderly manner. What is disordered falls into an order. Rhythm. Rhythm is a Sanskrit word. Do you know that? Rhythm vadishyami. That rhythm comes in.
So there is a method in the madness.
Yeah, in a way it's madness, but there is a method to the madness.
So ultimately it's like enlightening or enlightening people.
Physically, because you can't go and teach Vedanta and meditation to hungry stomachs, right? So first teach them how to fill their stomachs. These are not my words, these are Swami Vivekananda's words. And then they'll sit up and think and try to learn deeper things. You can't in a hungry stomach, you tell them you are the soul, forget about the body, what will you do? And the chap who is telling is already well fed, right? So we have to think that.
As an author also, you normally send across messages. So first, how do you get time after so many activities to write this thing, jot down these things, and then, do these thoughts come all together at a time, or you start writing then as it flows then?
It happens in different ways. One is I have a thought in my mind for a long time, several years. I have not been able to put it down or have a structure for it. Then one day it occurs to me that let's put it into some structure. Then I start penning it down. Sometimes it moves on its own, sometimes it stops and I have to push it. Sometimes I have to deliberately work throughout to make it expressive enough. So what I have discovered is if I wait for intuition, inspiration, it never will come. Instead of that, whatever I get at one point, if I sit down and jot it down, then gradually, even if I write 1 page a day, sometimes I can't write for many days because of activity and various other things. You're tired. 1 page a day, if you calculate in 1 year, we have 375 pages. So I try to write 2-3 pages minimum per day, because some days I can't do anything. And then it comes up. But first that idea has to be there. If that idea is not there, what can you write? You cannot write. So I can kind of explain to you like there is an idea here and then all other things come round in concentric circles, and this idea connects till the last circle's radius, to diameter. This is how. And when I write fiction, first I create the character and then I allow the character to play and watch the fun, and then I note it down. Like Shunya, I created that character, then I said, how will this character react to this? And then it went on.
And the other supporting characters like
Supporting characters fall into place. When there is a central character like this, they fall. Then you have to work hard on it, of course. In the first draft, you might see that this is not okay. You need to rewrite. In my case, if I write 3 pages, I rewrite and rewrite 10 times before those 3 pages are okay. Then shift to the next, which is why it takes time.
Is this main or prime thought is pre-decided that I am going to set across or put across this message to this novella?
The seed, yes, not the particulars. Seed, yes, I have to put it across. Like Like for instance, I'll tell you. This is something I'm going to say. I have not revealed it before. I've done 10 short stories for Penguin. I need to write 3 more. Next one. Because one is complete, then only I think of the next. The idea is already in my head. And the idea is based on the human being, however worse or a terrorist or whatever that person may be, there is some human element left in that person. This is the seed of the thought. Out of this, the plot is growing. There is a man who has been trained to assassinate a very important person. This person turned into a terrorist because his little daughter was killed in a bomb explosion by the other side. And therefore, his only thing in life is that little child. So he has a locket in which he carries the picture of his little daughter in his neck. He has been trained to assassinate somebody else. He feels that side is responsible for his daughter's death, and so on and so forth. Everything is arranged. He gets the most accurate weapon possible, judges everything, is waiting for this person to come. President, Prime Minister, it could be anybody to come. And he is already set up somewhere. He has a perfection rifle, Remington, which can go 1,000 yards with a scope on it. He's about to pull the trigger because he said this fellow is responsible for all my miseries. So he has been trained and paid also. And then he opens that locket to look once more and put it back again, aims. Exactly at the moment when he should go through the head, this person who is to be shot bends down and picks up lots of people offering flowers, one little baby from there and keeps it in his lap. He is looking through the scope. The baby looks almost exactly like his daughter. If he pulls the trigger, that baby will also blow. So he just puts the gun down. And he's lost in thought by the time he's caught. Because it's informed that somebody is trying, so they are searching for him. So, see, this is an idea.
There is a social message also.
So, how I put it together? I haven't started a single sentence, I just told you now. So, this is how it works. I'm just giving you an example. It's fiction, but there is something in it.
So, like this, is there a particular reason why you allowed Shunya to stay in a toddy shop?
Yeah.
Or maybe is there any particular
because
creating that character called Sadashivan, who is to run a toddy shop?
What I found is there are some spiritual people who are called avadutas. They have broken all social norms. You can't bind them with any social norm. They may live in a toddy shop, or they may live in a bar, or they may live in the barracks, or you can't say where they live. This is
everything.
This is the kind of character I thought of, because I have met several such characters. I put them all together into one Shunya with a little modification here and there, and then I let him work according to his character. All the other incidences are dependent on that. But he has a heart.
I remember last time you were telling that now you would like to take Shunya abroad and build up a story.
Did I tell you? Yeah, so if if Shunya comes back, or the return of Shunya, if I do something, I'm going to take Shunya reappearing in New York or something, where he will wear jeans and shirt and sit in a bar and talk to people. Not in a toddy shop. I already planned something for that first chapter.
So reincarnation of...
No, same person, because we are not saying he died, right?
No.
He just went away. So he could come.
Ambiguity is there.
So he will come back again in some way.
So quite like the sequel to your best-selling first autobiography, the journey continues. Your journey still continues.
Yeah, now there is much more to journey continues actually. I only put some things there.
So let's wait for that journey to continue, and I'm sure we will also be part of the journey going forward. But for the time being, thanks a lot. Thanks a million.
Thank you. Thanks a lot. Actually, it's a pleasure to be interviewed by you because you seem to X-ray my head and ask questions. Thank you.
As the name of your book, which is a sequel to your best-selling autobiography, The Journey Continues.
Yes.
I'm sure your journey also continues, and we would also like to be, part in our own humble way of that journey.
Of course. Yeah, there is an open invitation to all to come on this journey.
The journey that will take us to, I shouldn't say destination, but beyond. Yes.
So I always say, walk with me.
So on that spirited note, we'll conclude here, but I'm sure we'd get many more opportunities to talk to you and enlighten ourselves.
Of course.
Thank you.
Consider you a friend. You can go.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.